Good morning, Facebook. I decided to come on early because my afternoon is booked up solid. And when I get home after 5 or 6, I'm going to be too tired. So just thought I'd jump on to talk to who is ever on and is interested in weight loss and fitness and sharing some stuff with me. So I was just watching yesterday's video, and I realized that I was talking about to get the best out of a program of healthy eating and healthy life. You start small, and that's what you have to do, because if you're overwhelmed with changing, I get overwhelmed so easily, and I don't know if it's because of my stroke, but I do get overwhelmed so easily. So I meditate in the morning for 3 to 5 minutes, and I meditate in the afternoon for 3 to 5 minutes. My mind is always racing and going, so I'm not genetically or instinctively calm. I have to put myself into the calm mode. And I love cardio. That calms me down the best, even more than meditation. Hi, Dominic. Hi, John. Hi, Alexandra. So, where are you all today? At your home or at work? I'm trying to find out more about my audience who listens. So so far I had an apple and oatmeal with protein powder. No, not protein powder. Oatmeal, blueberries, chia seeds, flax seeds, scoop of peanut butter, and egg whites. And I left some of the oatmeal. Maybe it was 100 calories because I was full, and that's what intuitive eating is. When you're full, you don't eat anymore. I remember when I was a kid, I was always taught to eat everything on your plate. I don't know if it was more or less than it is today, but I was taught you don't waste food because there are people starving out there, and I'm not saying there's not, but you should realize when you put their food in your plate how much you can eat. So I'm gonna eat my leftover oatmeal. You might say, ew, how could you eat leftover oatmeal? But I can. And, it's good for me, and it's not a waste of food. So I got that one in me. So how many of you exercised at all today? Took a walk, walked your dog, did weights, went to the gym? Okay. Nobody's answering. Hi, Cammie. Hi, Sean. Hi, Michael. Hi, Robert. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to be perfect to be on here, because it's a real effort to me, to be makeup on and do my hair. I don't care. I care only about getting the word out, to never give up, and to change when you're feeling sad, upset, your body, you don't like what you feel like in your body. I'm a fan of never giving up, and there's always something you can do. We as human beings have choices, choices, and if you do it once, twice, 10 times, 20 times, and you failed at all those attempts, it's not the end, because on the 21st time or the 100th time, it might stick to you. It's when it's your time, if it's your time, you can do it. So, in 2015, I started a YouTube channel. And then I started working for my brothers because they thought I was depressed and, was in my house. I am home all the time. But in my house, depressed, laying in bed. But that wasn't true. I'm always looking for something to do. And being I had a stroke, oh God, it was so terrible. It is terrible for anybody that had a stroke. But I began watching YouTube videos. And I said, I wonder if I could figure out iMovie and, tape myself on camera. It would, I rationalized that, but I rationalized YouTube channel. It's therapy for me, because my physical therapist and my oh God, I always forget that occupational therapist. My physical therapist and my occupational therapist, they said the more you practice, and my speech therapist said the more you practice, you get better. So I rationalized. I said, it's working my brain, learning how to use the software. And I always was with Windows software. Then I decided to get an iMac, MacBook Air. So I had to learn MacBook Air on iMovie and Google and YouTube channel, how to set up. But I did all that. And I said, this could be a way for me to talk to stroke people or brain injury people or anybody who is feeling limited or feeling confined or feeling done. Just because you're breathing and living, you might not be as lively as you were 20 years ago. So I decided to do it, and I did it. But working for my brothers, I couldn't do it all, and I missed YouTube videos. Now, this Facebook Live I do, and Instagram Live. So it's helping me practice my speaking. And I just, like I said, I thought I was done. Mostly, no, I was just going to say, most of you think you're done. If you're over 40 or 50 and are aches and pain, your back is hurting, or your knees are bothering you. But that's not true. That's not true. You have to look at the food you eat, the medications you're taking, and exercise. Our bodies were meant to move. In 2006, I started working in Long Island. This is pre-stroke. Mineola, Long Island. And that was the beginning of the end, traveling. 2.5 hours. No, well, 3 hours a day. An hour and a half to 2 hours in the morning, and an hour and a half to 2 hours at night. And when tax season came, I used to work 6 days. but I was excessively using alcohol and just eating anything I wanted. Then sitting at a desk, I gained 15 pounds, and I didn't want to go home and exercise, but and in 2011, I had my major stroke, and in 2019, currently to date, I'm talking about all my ups and downs, and I'm on a even kill, and I've changed. I've lost weight. I got more energetic. I changed my food, changed my medicine to none medicine except my thyroid medicine. So no, I'm not saying don't take your medicine, because I didn't take my medicine, my thyroid medicine, for like 3 or 4 weeks prior to my stroke. So they blame my smoking cigarettes, but I don't know, you never know. So if before you decide to not take a medicine, talk it over with your doctor. I take an aspirin, a full aspirin, because I had a stroke. And I went to a stroke meeting in the beginning of September with aphasia, people who has trouble talking like I do. But I'm starting to like it, I'm starting to, accept. And it's getting better. And she said, they say you don't have to take aspirin anymore. And some people did stop, and they didn't confide in a doctor, and they had strokes. So, you don't want to stop any medicine until you see your doctor. Okay, I have to practice what I preach. So I'm taking medicine, I'm taking my diet on my aspirin every day without fail. Hi, Lisa. So I'm here to talk about health and fitness and well-being and mindset and awakening. This is why I wanted to come in here live. So I was watching I always go off on a tangent. I was watching my video yesterday, and oh God, I forgot what I was gonna talk about. I was watching my video yesterday. Oh God. Okay, I gotta talk about anything, and it might come back to me. This is why I videoed now, because I wanted to talk about that. All right. So my breakfast, I had oatmeal and egg whites and an apple, and I put all sorts of stuff, healthy stuff in it. And for lunch, I don't know what I'm gonna have yet, but my stomach is feeling so much better. I had a stomach issue since Saturday, but it's feeling better. I didn't exercise yet, but I walked the dog for like half hour. That's considered exercising. And my question to you people is, did you do any exercise form yet? And have you had breakfast, and what did you have for breakfast? I like the way you all answered. When I go into my groups, Facebook groups, the people can't stop commenting. My particular Facebook page, you all slip. Maybe you were trained not to talk. You were trained not to give any information out. Oh God. So oh God, I forgot what I was gonna talk about, because I like to do it, just spontaneous. I don't like to plan. I get too anxious and nervous when I plan. So anyway, my yesterday's video, I was talking about do change in small increments. Change doesn't happen overnight. It happens in time. Maybe awakening, conscious. I think that's what I was going to talk about. I mentioned the word awakening. Now, I used to, I don't know if I did this, but I used to go through life, automatic pilot. I used to go through life on automatic pilot. Hi, Zachariah. I think I said your name that time correctly. I used to say Zachariah, but I realize it's a Zachariah, right? So I used to go through life on automatic pilot. And, I am a free spirit, and I was at the time a free spirit, but now I'm more conscious. And conscious is the equation of awakening, if you listen to everyone and have no opinion on anything, I used to be like that. At least when I was born until maybe I was 18. And I went to college, 2-year at first, and then I have my 4-year degree, a Bachelor of Science. And that's when I awoke, and I started teaching fitness at 19. That's when I awoke. But not like today. I'm conscious of everything, most things that I do. And I have to be, when I started exercising, I started realizing that the internal connection, exercise brought me to my insides. I don't know if you can relate, but it's, whoever can relate, that's good. And whoever it can't, well, I invite you to do it, do exercise and eat right and pay attention. Pay attention. That reminds you of the Lion King. Pay attention. Pay attention, because we're our own doctor, our own lawyer, our own fitness trainer, our own, and then when we need help, and I always need help, but your body better than anyone, that's why a doctor will examine you and ask you so many questions. That's what I do in my coaching program. I ask a million questions to get knowledge of you. Now, so awakening is being conscious of everything you're doing. Now, I'm not saying you could be conscious 100% of the time, but try that, so that's really what I wanted to say. So I'm glad I thought about it. Hi, Aziz. Hi. Yeah, so Dominic, how are you doing? Yeah, so and then I see males are on here more than females. And I was talking about yesterday that females work full time and raise kids and come home, work full time, come home, raise their family, cook dinner, clean up. It shouldn't be, unless the woman wants it to be 100% on her, but it shouldn't be. And the woman who likes to do everything, God bless her, or I don't know how she's doing internally. So, because I was a superwoman at one time, and I believe stress and resentment and all these emotional feelings held in and held back because you think you got to do it all, causes physical ailments such as cancer, stroke. It can even cause heart disease. You worry and worry and worry, and you're not telling anybody. Communication, letting it out. Yeah. And if you want to apply for my fitness coaching or wellness coaching, the link is in my Facebook cover page. You just click and it takes you to another page, and then click and it takes you right to the form, because I started off this week by asking you what's your goal for fourth quarter 2019, and if you could lose 10 pounds by December 31st and feel good and healthy and energetic, wouldn't you like to do that? What's stopping you? And if you are already doing it, more power to you. So that's my alarm. I set it for 2 hours. I work 2 hours increments. So I have to go, and have a nice day, all of you. And if you have any questions that you want to share with me, or I can answer, or you want advice, you can message me. That's it. So have a nice day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.